Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can build your sandblasting box on a tight budget with just a pair of simple tools that you got at home. But why am I building this sandblasting box? As you may have seen in my previous videos, I am trying to restore this old car that I got behind me, my Chrysler Grand Voyager or Town & Country. And on this car there are a lot of rusty parts, and to be able to restore them properly I have to have a sandblaster and make it clean so I can paint it properly. You can restore your parts in many different ways. Maybe just use a iron brush and just, but that takes forever and it's quite tough and it doesn't get that good actually. Preferable way is to sandblast your rusty parts. And if you are like me, don't have too much money, you don't want to go buy a big sandblasting cabinet for say 3,000 Swedish and the tools you might need, then you go onto YouTube and you can see from maybe this video how you will do a sandblasting box on your own. Roll intro! So I began this process. I've been opening so many boxes. It feels like Christmas every day. You should see behind the camera is boxes everywhere and my garage is so tight, so I really need to clean the boxes out and make some room, because now I'm just jumping over everything, so it's not a good place to work. But what to do? This was the most uninteresting package I ever got. 25 kilos of sand. Before we begin building this sandblasting box, I'm going to go through what you need to complete this project and start sandblasting when this video has ended. The first thing you need is a big plastic box and a lid. The next thing you need is 2 plastic pipes. Then you need dust filters. You need a hose for the compressor. You need some long sleeve gloves. You need some zip ties. You need a plastic cutter that is 110 millimeters. You need some bolts and wing nuts. You need a sandblasting gun. You need some tape. You need some clips for the lid of the box. And optional, you can cut open a see-through window in the lid. For that you can use plexiglass or normal glass. And if you want to be able to close and open that plexiglass, you can have 2 hinges. And then I found this. This is just like a rubber foam that you can put around the glass, so it actually seals good, so it doesn't get out any dust. Just a soft foam. So I think that's all you need to be able to finish this project. So now we're going to start building. But first, let's clean this bench. 1, 2, 3. It's clean and I got a new t-shirt. Yes! Okay, so these are 110 millimeters over here. So now I'm using 80 grit paper to get rid of the really rough edges. Doesn't have to be baby smooth. Now we've got 4 half tubes. 2 for the hands that we will go through to be able to work in the box, and then 2 for ventilation. Next step is to cut the holes in the big box. So let's bring up the big box. As you can see, quite a big box. And the thing we'll do now, get a feeling of where you're comfortable, because you don't want to be too tight, because then it's hard to work. Don't want to be too wide. So maybe like here somewhere, so you can reach everywhere in the box, in the middle, like the Swedish word lagom. To be able to cut these big holes, you need a hole saw, or you can buy one of these. These are adjustable, so you can adjust them to whatever size you need. Okay, we're gonna wing this one. Go there somewhere. Let's do this. Voila! There we go. After some fine tuning, we got them in place and we got comfortable height to work in, and we can reach everywhere in the box. Very good. Now we're going to do the same but on the opposite side for the ventilation. So we're going to need 2 more holes on each side, and then we're going to put the dust filter on those. So that's the filter, and then you just slide it in again. So when the air with all the sand and dust is coming from the inside, so the air will go through but not the dust. Next up is the gloves, and now I really hope that these gloves fit and that the sleeves is big enough so we can fold them over and then just use the zip ties to get them stuck here. Be careful when you cut these open so you don't cut a hole in the gloves. I will use a pair of these gloves, and these are pretty thick. It's not the sandblasting glove that you can buy that are really thick, but I think these are enough for the work that I will do in this sandblasting box. So the thing is, now we're gonna put this through and fold. Yeah, this might be tight, or might work. Something like that. We can use red zip ties on this side. Same thing here. Just use the zip ties to get this glove locked down. I don't think this glove would move anyways, but it's good to just make sure that it's secure. There you go. That's the first one. I changed side on the pipe. That side didn't had this lip, because then it was easier to fold the glove over the edge. Next step is to put the hose into the box, and this is the connection that you put to your compressor or your hose. I will put this inside, and then of course put this out, so go with the little one instead of the big connection. I will drill a 10mm hole down here. Almost. There we go. Then you can just pull the hose through this hole, but you can leave maybe half a meter or so to get the hose to seal up. I'll just use some tape. I'll tape just a bunch of laps here so it gets a bit thicker. That is perfect. So now this is tight, so it doesn't get any sand through this one. And we can still move the hose without it getting loose. And for this video, I will not do the extra cutout through the lid with the plexiglass, because I think you can see pretty clear through this glass as well. So this will just be a lid. Otherwise, you would like to have a clear view from here when you're working, so you can actually see what you're doing. But for now, I will leave it as it is. And here I got some few clips for the lid so it gets tight under the edge, turned up, clip on. So as you saw, I don't got the filter for this one, so for now I will just put a plastic bag over it. Then we got the sandblasting gun. So this is just a standard sandblasting gun. I think it was like 200 Swedish. So you do it with the air compressor. And here you pour the sand into this bucket. And I'm thinking like this, let's maybe try this one out. I can just try to clear this head off. Let's see if it works. So I will clean this up, put the compressed air in, fill the bucket up with sand, put the lid on, and then we will try it. So I'll be right back. The box is ready. I might buy some longer sleeves so it might be up here so I can actually reach in. Because now I can't reach the gun inside there. So I need to place it closer and then I can try it. But for now, that's okay. I put the rusty bolt that we're gonna test this sandblasting box on. Also put the GoPro in here. So now I'm gonna put the lid on. I'm gonna try this box for the first time. And I really hope it works. So now the box is sealed. The compressor is on. I got the air connected to it. I got sand in the gun ready. Wow, there's a lot of sand coming out, but I think it's working. The bolt or the screw in my hand, so just a second we're gonna see the result of this sandblasting box with this gun. So that's your own DIY sandblasting box created by me, Henrik. If I can do it, you can surely do it. You saw the rusty crusty bolt before, and I will just show you one more time right now and back. And this, I'm very happy about the result. This is the result. Woof! Isn't that great? But it's amazing. Own made sandblasting box. No, seriously, that turned out great. And now I'm gonna tell you what it costs. I ordered the plastic box on IKEA with the lid and the clips for 238 Swedish kronor. Swedish kronor, as we say in Sweden, not kronor. And you can see the dollar price on the screen now. And the second order I made was from Jula here in Sweden. That was the sandblasting gun, it was the gloves, it was the hose, it was the pipes, it was the filter and the sand. And that was a cost of 678 Swedish kronor. Then I went to Bauhaus tonight and I bought some bolts that I didn't use today because I didn't do the plexiglass hole on the lid. So the bolt that I bought was 150 Swedish kronor. Let's see. That gives me a total cost of 1066 Swedish kronor. If you're just gonna do small repairs, small sandblasting jobs, this will do perfectly fine. And I'm so happy that I made this one, because now I can remove the calipers on my car, throw them in here and sandblast the rust off so I can paint them properly so that it will be as new with the restoration kit that I also bought. And this box took me about, with all the filming and preparing and stuff, it took me about 2 hours. Let's say if you're experienced, 1 hour. If you're new to this, cutting and sawing and stuff, 2 hours probably. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos like this, how to do simple stuff on your own. And remember, if this guy can do it, you can do it. So, see you next time. Ciao! Thank you.